Good morning. As we start distance learning today, I wanted to bring you a few hints that I think can help you to be successful in this new style of figuring out chemistry. So, the first thing is that you should be sure to keep a schedule. The asynchronous type of learning that we're doing here is going to ask you to be more responsible for learning the material. My recommendation is that you set aside particular times during the week that you plan to specifically use for lecture content, book content, and our problem sets. This will help you to stay on top of things and not get behind. My next recommendation is to take notes. When you are in class, you always had a notebook and were using that to take notes on what was happening. Though you're no longer going to be in a classroom with other students, it's still very useful to write things down. Remember, studies by psychologists have shown that even if you never look at those notes again, though I hope that you would, even if you never look at them again, you will still remember things better if you write them down. So that means that you should take notes, certainly during videos like this one. I would also recommend that you take notes as though you were in class when doing your reading in the textbook. Remember, each video is meant to be paired with a particular part of the textbook. Now, in both of these cases, notes can not only be things you understood or took away from the video, these notes can also include questions that you have, things that potentially you'd like to know more about or maybe didn't quite make sense. Those questions are a great thing to bring to our office hours, things you can ask me and potentially that might help other students. The next thing I want to suggest is that you stay connected. It can be a little bit isolating to be learning remotely, but you've built connections with your fellow students on campus. Though I expect that any work that you do on essays, quizzes, and exams will be your own, I would strongly encourage you to connect with your fellow students, anyone that you feel you have a interest in communicating with from our general chemistry class or another section. Get in contact with that person, whether that's through the phone, FaceTime, texting, whatever. One of the most useful things that you can do is to set up a time where you might both watch the videos at the same time and potentially talk with each other while you're at it. That connection can give you an ability to discuss what's happening and sort of break some of that isolation. So staying connected can be with your fellow students. It's also really valuable to stay connected with me. So though there won't be an opportunity to meet in person, it's still really valuable to stay in contact with me and ask any questions via that through email, through our office hours, or you're also welcome to call me on the phone. That ability to stay connected is going to be a key part of our learning this semester. So with these tips, I think that you're ready to get into our first segment.